Namaskar. Good morning. So last year you already studied some MySQL queries, how to create database table, how to insert values, then how to select, then so many other queries. So this year you are going to study more on MySQL. That means some other functions related to MySQL. Okay. So here from the name itself, more on MySQL means other than the queries that you already studied in 11th standard, you are going to study some other specific functions. So here you can see functions in MySQL. 4 types of functions are here: aggregate functions, string functions, numerical or mathematical functions, date or time functions. And here the aggregate functions, you all are familiar with aggregate functions. Okay, just say that aggregate functions: min, max, sum, count and AVG. Here min function means minimum function, that is to find out the minimum value from a column. Then max function means maximum function, that is to find out the maximum value from a column. Then sum function, to find out the sum of values from a column. Then count function, to find out the count of a specified column. Then AVG function means average function, to find out the average value from a column. And the main thing is, by using, when you are using these functions, the aggregate functions, you can only use integer data types. That means the columns specified with integer data types are used for performing these functions. Okay. Then the other one is string functions. Here you can see different string functions: length function, concat function, instr function, lower or lcase function, upper or ucase function, then trim function, ltrim function, rtrim function, right function, left function, substring function, ASCII function. Okay, so these are the string functions in MySQL. So we can see the length function. First one is length function. Here is the length function. So the syntax for length function is length of str. What is str? str is only for representing the string value. That means in that brackets, in that function brackets, you need to represent the string value. That means which string value is used for find out the length function. That string value is represented in that brackets. That is the syntax length of str. str means it is only representing the string. Then what is length function? Returns the length of a column or a string in bytes. That means you aren't need to specify a column name. That means to find out the length of the datas or the strings in that particular column. Okay, here you are using the string values only. Okay, suppose consider an example here: length of computer. Length is the string function used here. Computer is the string. Okay, computer is the string used for find out in the length. That is length of computer. And here you can see, to find out the length, it will start from 1. Okay, so C is having the index position 1. That is C 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is having the length 8. So the result is 8. Then this is the example, the practical example for length function, length of str. Here consider a table. This table is named student, okay, having 2 columns, roll number and name. And the roll number, it is the integer data type and it is having value 1, 2, 3, 4, and name is having Anshuraj, Renju, Sunil KP, Adira. Okay, so to find out the length of these names from this table, you can use this query, that is select. We need to select that one, so we are using the command select. Length of name, name is the column name here, okay, length of name from student, length of name from student, and here is the result. The result will be like this. The column name is alias to length of name, and here the first is 8. 8 means here the name is Anshuraj, ANJU, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is a space in between Anshu and Raj, then that space is considered as 1, that is ANGU 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the result is 8. Same way, Renju 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The result is 5. Sunil KP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A space is here 6, 7. A dot is here 8. Then P, that is 9. So the result is 9. Last one is Adira. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the result is 6 here. So this way we can find out the length of different string values. Then the other one is concat function. That is also the string function. And the syntax used for concat function is concat str1, str2. That is, str1 means we need to represent 2 strings for concatenation. What is concatenation? It is only joining together of 2 strings. So concat function is used here. And here when you are using str1, str2, string 1 and string 2 will be concated or joined together. And this returns the string that results from concatenating the arguments. That means after joining the arguments here are str1 and str2. So these 2 arguments, string 1 and string 2, will be joined together and it will form a result. Here you can see the example, concat of my, SQL, my and SQL. My is str1, that is string 1, SQL is string 2. Okay, then here we are using the concat function, so the result will be MySQL. These 2 strings are joined together. Then another example, concat my, there is a space and SQL. This is to be concatenated. So the result is my space SQL. Why my space SQL? After my here, there used a space. So my space SQL is used. That is concat function. Then this is the practical example, concat str1, str2. Here considering a table student with 4 columns, roll number, name, address, marks. Okay, roll number with integer data type, name with string data type, address with string data type, and marks with integer data type. Okay, so we can only use concat operations or concat function with these. That means name and address column. That because these 2 are only the string data types. And here we want to concat name and marks. Okay, we need to concat name and marks column. That is, select concat of name, marks from student. The result is like this, that is concat of name comma marks. Concat of name comma marks will be displayed as the result. Then Anju 78, that means the name and marks are concatenated, so Anju 78, Renju 95, then Sindhu 22. This will be the result for concat operation. Okay. Then the next function is INSTR. INSTR, and the syntax for INSTR is INSTR of str comma sub str, string comma substring, and it returns the position of the first occurrence of substring, that is represented with sub str in string str. Okay, so finding out the position of the first occurrence of a substring. A substring it may be a letter, okay, or it may be a part of a string in string str. And here you can see the example here, INSTR of informatics, comma 4. So here informatics is the string and 4 is the substring in this string, that is informatics. So here it will take only the first letter to find out the position. Okay, so here 4 means F is the first letter. So it will find out the first occurrence of F. Okay, that is I is having 1, N, 2, F, 3. So the result will be 3. Okay, then another example. INSTR of language, comma, G. That means here only a letter is taken as a substring from this language string. Okay, and here you can see that in language 2G occurred. Okay, so it will take only the first G, the position of first G. So L1, A2, N3, G4. Okay, so the result is 4. Then here is a practical example. Consider a table. Same table, student table with 2 columns, roll number and name. Roll number with integer data type, name with string data type. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 as roll number, Anjuraj, Renju, Sunil KP and Adira as names. And here you need to find out the substring U from different names. Okay, or the position of U from different names. And here select INSTR of name is the string used, comma U is the substring used from student. Okay, so first name is Anjuraj and Anjuraj is having the U representation there and it is having the position, 4th position, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was resulted as 4. The next one is Renju, R-E-N-J-U. Then U is having the position 5. 5 is the result here. Then Sunil KP. Sunil KP, S-U-N-I-L KP. And U is having the second position. 2 is represented here. Then Adira. Adira. The name Adira is not having the U value. So it is resulted as 0 here. And this is all about INSTR. And this is all about today's class. Thank you. Namaskar.